welcome back you guys to IGCSE Math Solution. Today what we'll be talking about is something little off from IGCSE syllabus. See, this video will be about a little bit for the love of math. Now, I have a problem which is called as the ladder and box problem. And to be frank, I got to know about it from a YouTube channel called Mind Your Decision. And he gave a proof which he calls it was like quite decent proof, but I think that I am a little bit more comfortable using algebra and using more equations rather than geometry. So I have a proof which I think is for the ones who are in love with algebra and for the love of math. So let's just get started and get to know about what the problem is. Assume that this is a straight wall and here you have the cube which is resting against this wall. It is a side one, and now you have a ladder. This ladder is resting again on the wall and it just touches the cube at one point. So now the distance of the ladder is 4. This is 4 and the side of the cube is 1. This height I call it as height y. What is this height? This is the topmost point of the ladder and the topmost point of the cube. So what is the distance between the topmost point of the ladder and the cube, which I am calling y? I want to find out the value of y. So now if you really want that geometric proof, you can go check out the Mind Your Decision video. If you want, I'll put a link down in the description. So before starting, firstly I'll just name these triangles. This is the A, B, C, D, and E, and this point is S. Now I know that I can see similar triangles. Here I have a right angle, and here also I have a right angle. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADE. This smaller triangle is similar to the larger triangle. See, why is it similar? Because I can see that triangle ABC is just enlarged to make triangle ADE. If you extend the segment AB, you can get AD, and if you extend AC, you get AE. So, as an extension to this similarity which I have written, I can say that AC by AE, line segment AC by line segment AE, is equal to BC by DE. Now, one more thing which I want to make clear is this df. I am assuming it to be x. This df is a distance x. Using the variables which I have listed over here, I can write AC as y, AE is y plus 1. BC, BC will also be 1 because it is the side of this cube actually. So this BC is 1. And DE is nothing but x plus 1 because FE is again the side of the same cube. It is x plus 1. So upon simplifying this, I get xy plus y is equal to y plus 1. Now I cancel these y on both the sides. I get xy is equal to 1. Now this is my first equation. Now I had my first equation which is xy equal to 1. So I can write it as x equals 1 by y. So wherever I have x, I replace it with 1 by y because I want to find y. Remember? So I get 1 by y square plus y square plus 2 times 1 by y plus y is equal to 14. Now, if you stop for a moment, one thing which I want you to note over here, see, I can see that I have y and 1 by y. And just to give you a hint, what do I get if I square these? If I have y plus 1 by y and I square it, I get y. This is a square plus b square plus 2 times a times b. So this third term is nothing but 2 because this y and 1 by y gets cancelled. So y plus 1 by y the whole squared is actually y square plus 1 by y square plus 2. So I have a y square, I have a 1 by y square, all I need is a plus 2. So this is actually kind of completing the square method. I have the a square term, the b square term. I just have to create the two ab terms. So I get y square plus 1 by y square plus 2. So this is a complete square plus I have 2 times y plus 1 by y. And now I have 14. I'll add the 2 because I have to balance this 2 which I have added from the LHS. Now I can write it as y plus 1 by y the whole square plus 2 times y plus 1 by y minus 16 equals 0. Now I have a quadratic. Now how do I have a quadratic? If I assume y plus 1 by y to be some t, second assumption is y plus 1 by y is equal to some t. So what I get is t square plus 2t minus 16 equals 0. This is the quadratic which I have to solve. Now it's quite simple. I know the quadratic formula. So t is minus b plus minus square root of b square. B square minus 4, a is 1 and c is minus 16. Now this whole divided by 2 times t is equal to minus 2 plus or minus square root of 68 by 2. Now if I divide this by 2, I get minus 1 plus or minus square root 17. Now because my t is y plus 1 by y, where y is a positive term, because y is a length, and length, as you know, we cannot have negative length. So because y is always greater than or equal to 0, my t will also be greater than or equal to 0. So I'll reject this negative answer. So I get t is minus 1 plus square root of 17. This is my t. Now don't forget what I had assumed t. I had t is y plus 1 by y. My t is nothing but y plus 1 by y. This is minus 1 plus square root 17. Now I will multiply throughout by y. I get a quadratic in y. So y square plus 1 equals minus 1 plus square root 17 times y. I take everything on 1. Again I use the quadratic formula. Y is equal to minus b. Minus b, this is already, I have a minus and minus of that. So I get minus 1 plus square root 17 plus or minus square root of b square. So minus 1 plus square root of 17 the whole square minus 4 times a times c. This divided by 2a. Now a is 1. Now it's all about simplification. Y is minus 1 plus square root 17. Now again because my y is positive only, I'll reject this negative answer. So I plus square root of, now I have to square this. This is minus 1 plus square root. It is minus 1 plus square root of 17 the whole square. So this is nothing but a square, which is minus 1 square plus 2 times minus 1 times square root 17 plus square root 17 the whole square. So it is 1 minus 2 root 17 plus 17. So it is 18 minus 2 root 17. 18 minus 2 root 17 minus 4 the whole divided by 2. Finally I get y as minus 1 plus square root 17 plus square root of 14 minus 2 root 17 by 2. And this is what my y is. Remember that we have to find out y. And if you want, then you can also check out the Mind Your Decisions video where I saw this problem for the first time. And you can also check out their proof. They have used a more geometric method, although I am not comfortable using that amount of geometry because if you sit to solve a problem, you cannot always trust your instincts that you will be able to recollect and draw such complex shapes in your mind just to solve that problem. So this is what I thought, and I have tried to give you an elegant proof. And finally, guys, this is it for today's video. Do like the video if you really thought it was helpful and you loved it, then please leave a like. Also, if you dislike the video for any reason, please leave a dislike. That will help me so that I can make better videos for you all. Also, comment down your thoughts. Comment down whatever comes to your mind. Comment down which paper should I solve next or what topic would you like to learn. And do subscribe to my channel if you haven't till now. And mail me your queries. Mail me anything that you have. I have links in the description. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And yeah, do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
I care